Hi folks, big announcement. I've decided to release my new book as a free download. I don't even know whether I'm going to make it a paperback in the way that I did with the previous book, Reality Check, for the simple reason that this is the sort of book that is bound to need some kind of an update in the future. Now I knew that when I wrote Reality Check. I wrote it about a year after I had put Christianity behind me and had become aware of a different kind of spirituality involving the notion of a unified consciousness. So I wrote that in a very brief period of 26 days, way back about 3 years ago. So what we now have with the new book is the culmination of that year prior to Reality Check and another 3 years. So this is the culmination of 4 years of a lot of reading, a lot of thinking, and a lot of writing. There's countless hundreds of hours of work have gone into this. And I'm just going to release it for free. I don't care. Anyone who has tried the self-publishing game before knows that you don't get into it for money. If you're lucky, you don't lose money, but you don't make too much money. I've done it 3 times so far, with 2 science fiction novels and then with Reality Check, which was essentially a mixture of philosophy and body, mind, spirit, I suppose. So this new book continues that trend. Reality Check kind of exists inside this book. Rather than write a whole new book, I took Reality Check and I started tweaking it, which means that I've actually lost whole chapters that are a bit peripheral to the main theme of the book. Like there was a chapter involving diet and health and care of the planet and stuff like that. That chapter's gone. There's another chapter on sexuality that's gone. Because I find that my views on these things keep changing as well, you know. So I would say the 50,000 words in Reality Check have been cut down to about 40,000 words. And there is a brand new 40,000 words on top of that, taking the total word count up to 80,000 words. So that translates into a paperback book of around 270 pages or thereabouts. So maybe I'll bring a paperback out at some point, just for those of you that like that kind of tangibility. I know that I do. But the dust will really have to settle for a while before I can commit myself to a paperback, because I knew when I wrote Reality Check, I knew I was going to end up changing my mind about some things, and I have. So hence we have the new book. It goes into a lot of areas that Reality Check doesn't. A lot of stuff about what it means to be a human being in relation to just having an animal nature. It also goes into the occult. We step way beyond mere psychokinesis. The core of the book is really about non-duality. It's always been about non-duality, but if you've ever read a book on non-duality before, I think you're going to find that my approach is very different. There's a whole enlightenment industry out there that nauseates me, to be honest. We have all these people claiming to want to give you some kind of spiritual awakening. Well, that is not me. All I've got are insights. And learning is always a kind of curve. It's never this switch that flips. And so if that sort of vibe gels with you, you might like the book. Now I know this is YouTube. This is a visual medium. I've noticed that of all the videos that I put online, when I talk about my book, Reality Check, those are the ones that get the least views, and that kills me, because Reality Check and now this iUniverse book, this is really where it's at. This is really the cornerstone of what I'm doing. It's kind of like my legacy almost. So I'm saying this because I really want you to check it out. I really want you to download it. It's literally a matter of a couple of clicks. But I am toying with the idea of producing an audiobook version that is dramatized with visuals, almost like a kind of documentary, and uploading it in segments to YouTube. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, the book is right there, PDF file, at www.darrellsloan.com. Go get it.